Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Archetype Arcadia running on PlayStation 5.
Teen, 少し聞きたいんだけど。
楽しい。
話を。もっ
と楽しいことしたい。命令ちょうだい。
命令だよ。僕と話して。
命令ちょうだい。
Looks like it doesn't listen to anything but instructions in battle. It can talk, so I thought it might be alive, but in the end avatars are just tools to fight with, like pawns in chess. And come to think of it, its name wasn't floating over its head. If their name is visible, it's a player. If it isn't, it's an avatar. That's a simple distinction.
とりあえず移動中の見張りをお願い。
わかった。見張る。
It looks like Kristen. It looks like Kristen, so it's very cheerful. Her hair and body bounce.
アーキタイプアーカディアはプレイヤー自身の記憶を使用して戦うゲームです。
So, based on what I heard back then, I suppose Teen must be based off of my memories of Kristen. That's curious. But more curious still is this other Kristen.
さっきからなんで喋らないの？声が出ない？何か言ってみて。いつもみたいにお兄ちゃんとか言えない？お兄ちゃん。
お兄ちゃん？
うん、君の兄ルストだよ。
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。ルストだよ、お兄ちゃん。
ルストね、ルスト。
The way she talks is very stiff, and her expression isn't changing. She doesn't know how to speak. All she's doing is parroting me. It's like she's regressed back into an infant-like state. She's moving freely, so she clearly has a will of her own, but something must have happened here.
とりあえず現実に戻って考えようか。
Christine told me how to do that once before.
確かコマンドとか言うと、あ、
It popped up. So, this is the command menu. And so, to quit Archetype Arcadia, I should choose log out.
ここのログアウトっていうのに触ると現実に戻れるだよね。わかんないか。じゃあゆっくり僕の真似をしてみてね。コマンド。
コマンド。
そうそう。次はここに触って。
Steve imitates me poking the logout button with her finger. Huh? Logout preparations failed? That's strange. When I click it, it says entering logout preparations.
もう一回やってみて。
I tap logout again. Steve imitates me and taps it too. But the same thing happens. It doesn't matter how much she taps it or how long she waits. Nothing changes. The message insistently sterns the cold, hard facts. Steve can't log out and can't return to the real world.
ログアウト準備に入ります。2分後にログアウトが完了します。キャラクター位置情報を記録するため、ログアウトするまでの間は移動ができません。また、この間に攻撃を受けた場合はログアウトが中止されます。ご注意ください。
After hearing those words, I tap the stop logout button.
やっぱり僕の方はいつでもログアウトできそうだよ。
For the time being, we move to a building's second floor to confirm the situation. I have Teen keep watch out the window.
なんでスティだけうまくいかないんだろう。心当たりある？わかんないことが多すぎるね。でも 分かったこともある。クリスティンが現実で目覚めないのはログアウトできないからだと思う。だったらゲームが終わる方法を探せばいいよ。
That's what it's been like most of the game. That's what it's been like with most of the games I played with Christine in the past. Some games ended after a set time or when a battle is decided. There are always end conditions. So if she can't log out, if Archetype Arcadia ends as a game should, it should automatically return her to reality.
ゲーム終わる？
そう。今の変な状態を直してからまた始めるんだ。
That's how games work. You can play them as much as you want. So if she logs in after the game ends, it'll probably restart the game in a fresh state. And then she'll be able to keep playing the game as treatment for her pectomia.
こんな風に一つずつ考えて知っていこう。
お兄ちゃん？
そうそう。そんな言葉みたいにね。
I take out my album again.
スティもプレイヤーだからアルバムを持ってると思うんだけど。
I reach for Steve's back.
やっぱりあった。あれ？
I can't pick it up. I can see her album, but the moment I try to touch it, it turns transparent. I try to pick it up time and time again, and Steve imitates me again.
持ってたね。こっちはどう？
I try to hand my album over to Steve, but it phases through her hands and drops unceremoniously to the floor. It seems that albums and the bags containing them can only be touched by their owners. And after lying there for 30 seconds, the album vanishes on the spot, reappearing in my bag.
アルバムが奪われたり破壊されたりするってことはないみたいだね。
The fact that it isn't a concern is a relief, honestly. For now, I open the two album.
僕とスティのは全然違うね。
Both my album and Steve's album have 4 cards floating out of them, but the cards each look completely different. In my album, 3 of the 4 cards are glowing. The 4th card isn't shining and it's cracked. In Steve's case, none of her cards are glowing, and only 1 card isn't broken. The other 3 are visibly cracked. When I touch a glowing card, the word Avataria appears and somehow understands it to mean manifest. And when I touch the card connected to Teen, the word Utaria appears. Again, I understand it means demanifest. So if Avataria is the word for sending out an avatar, Utaria must be the word for making it go away.
壊れたカードは冷たい。
When I touch it, the words cannot be used appear.
スティの方は？
The words cannot be used appear over Steve's broken cards, too. And in fact, her 1 unbroken card has the words cannot be used due to an error.
それもログアウトできないことと関係あるかもしれないね。
One thing is clear, Steve doesn't have the means to fend for herself. Alright, I'll just have to fight for both of us then. So, this means only glowing cards can summon avatars, and cards that don't glow can't summon avatars for assorted reasons.
って何食べてるの？それ食べ物じゃないから。ほら、ペッてして、ペッて。
I try to grab the memory card Steve is trying to eat and pull it out, but then...
ゲストの場合、記憶カードの受け渡しはできません。
ゲストの場合？
In other words, handing over cards to another player is usually allowed. What's a guess, though?
うわー！
This time she grabs at my fingers. I pull them back at once.
何でもかんでも口に入れちゃダメ。
I'm not sure if she understands what I'm saying. Really, it feels like I'm dealing with a toddler. I don't know what to do with her.
ほら見て。カードには文字も書いてあるね。スティの方はお兄ちゃん大好きね。
大好き？お兄ちゃん大好き。
うん、それ繰り返さなくて大丈夫だからね。
This is kind of embarrassing.
僕の方はティーンが出たクリスティンとの遊び、そして 優しい母ひごと終わりだね。
That just leaves broken memory. This must mean?
どうしたの？頭痛い？誰かそこにいるのか？おい、いるんだろう？
It's not coming from outside. Dean's still keeping watch out there, which means this voice must be coming from deeper in, from the darkness ahead of us.
誰の許しを得てここに入った？
This place must be someone's territory. That's not good. But more importantly, someone's talking to us. That's amazing. This must be what Kristen was talking about. There really are other people in here. How do I handle this? I should say something, but I can't come up with anything. My mind's a blank. For now, let's say whatever comes to mind. Right, the greeting. Mas Shrika Duraka. Lasmas Sutrika Taraka. I don't remember which one that is. That was a while ago, wasn't it?
ラスマス・ゾティーラ・トゥーラッカ。
What the world am I saying? Oh, now I'm too nervous. I can't believe I said this fake greeting.
ラスモス・ゾティーラ・トゥーラッカ。それはあるあるある。聞いた。お前はスティーか？
Wow, it understood me. I can't believe it. She was right. It really is an all-purpose greeting. I feel the tension drain from my body. I can talk to them. This is the first stranger I met, so I stay polite.
突然入ってきてすみません。僕はスティの兄です。あなたはスティの知り合いですよね。実は今のスティはまともに言葉が喋れないんです。なんだか言葉を忘れてしまったような感じで。
I mean, this guy clearly sounds sketchy.
忘れた？ああ、それはなんてことだ。なんてかわいそうだ。
It must be coming closer. I can hear the sound of something moving.
あの言葉もあんな言葉も全部すべて何もかも忘れちまったのか。ああああああああ、なんてかわいそうなんだ俺様は。
Huh? What he just said? No, more importantly, is that...
俺様はそのスティにどれほどバカにされたことか。
I see something moving. It's large. And that color, it's purple? Something feels wrong.
スティ、僕の後ろに。
We inch back, but the voice approaches us faster than we can move.
それなのに全部忘れて忘れて忘れて忘れたつまりそれは弱えやつおもちゃになったってことか。
What is this thing? Put simply, it's a strange purple mass. It moves, its soft, flappy body swaying, using its long, narrow hands to crawl forward. Gray smoke leaks from what looks to be its nose. Purplish fluid oozes from what looks like its mouth. That fluid pools over the floor. It froths, purple bubbles rising from it. Visible on its head is what probably is a memory card. What looks like a stone floats in front of it. When the stone shines, the memory card's glow intensifies. And above its head are the words Dark Cerebrus. Is this a player then? If I took the time to design my character, would I have been able to fashion a body like that for myself? No, but even with that in mind, this is still far too strange looking.
弱えスティ弱え弱えやつ全部俺様のおもちゃだティーンこっちに
What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? All I saw was Dark Cerebrus raising what looked like its arms. That's all the movement it made. But the moment they swung up their arms, pain ran through my left arm and blood gushed out. I don't understand. If this thing is a player, how is it directly attacking me, another player? Was my theory from earlier wrong, or are there exceptions to it?
ティーンあいつを足止めして
わかったよお兄ちゃん
I watch Teen beeline towards Dark Cerebrus, and as I do,
逃げるよ
I grab Steve by the hand and run. The blow I just took made me instinctively realize something. This isn't an opponent I should fight. I can't beat him on my own. It's much stronger than I am. I'm sure of that. So the right choice now is to run. Something flies past my field of vision. Is that Teen? I look at her body, slammed against the wall, and she's covered in red.
ごめん
I can't expect her to keep fighting any longer.
ウタラ
I chant the word, returning Teen into the card. The words 5 minutes until fully recovered appear over the card.
弱え弱え
I did think it'd be stronger, but not this much. I have to hurry. I run down the stairs and try to go outside.
見つけました
There's a player at the end of the stairs. The avatar beside them looks like the animal from earlier, which means
遅い早くそいつを捕まえろ
はいお任せくださいダークケルベロスさん
they really are enemies.
行って私の子
Dark Cerebrus is behind me, and his minion is at the floor beneath us. At this rate, we'll get attacked from both sides. Our only way out is
スティこっち
to go up.
噛みついて私の子
The avatar lunges at me, but I dodge it at the breadth of a hair. As I do, I push these back forward.
いて
Weak now. Weak like toy.
アバターラ守ってティーン
わかったよ
Teen spreads out her arms right away, stopping the second animal in his tracks. It's a long growl.
ボロボロなのまだ戦わせるんですね
本当にボロボロかどうか試してみます
The minion is right. The attack earlier severely injured Teen. It recovered a little after returning to the card, but it's still terribly injured. Still, it's good enough to stall for time.
あとはお願い
I leave Teen to handle the second animal and sprint up the stairs. The minion follows me up the stairs, too. Teen and the second animal are far below us, though. I don't need to fear being attacked here.
ウターラアバターラアバ バターを置いていったらかわいそうですよ。
みたいですね。
Even if you move far away from your avatar, you can demanifest it to make it appear in front of you again. This makes trying to run away while avatars fight is meaningless. If I don't keep the other player away too, they'll just instantly call their avatar over. No choice then.
さっきみたいに戦って。
任せてよ。
Like I thought, this animal is the same as the one we fought earlier. If so, we can beat it without taking any damage.
いけるよ、そのまま。
もちろんだよ。
そうですか。あの子を傷つけたのあなたたちだったんですね。でもあの子はやんちゃな子。この子はきちんとリードをつけたお利口さんです。
She's closing her eyes in the middle of battle? Is this conceit? Resignation? No, that's not. That gesture is one Christine often makes. I think she said that this gesture is good for when you want to recall the past and bask in memories.
わかります。あの時の私たちはとても悲しかった。寂しかった。辛かった。離れたくなんてなかった。それでも離れてしまった。だから言って、私の子、その悲しみを噛み切って。
Empathy ratio of 30%. That's... It only takes a moment. The second animal lunges at Teen and slams her into the ground. It then bites into her neck, preventing her from moving.
頑張って、石を投げて。
まだ私の番だよ。
No good. The animal won't so much as flinch. It keeps biting into her, undisturbed by her attacks. The way this is going, it's going to defeat Teen. And for some reason, that thought makes me anxious. My heart's beating fast. Based on the change in the animal's behavior, the higher empathy ratio makes an avatar stronger. In which case, I can try doing it too. I did it unconsciously earlier, after all.
倒した。敵倒した。
Back then, Yes, I remember the days of my youth when I played with Christine. And so, yes, again, I bask in my memories. I would play with Christine every day. The me of the past would teach Christine games, and we would run around freely. The people of the village looked over us with warm smiles, and we would always smile, too. Ah, my body feels warm for some reason. I mingle with my memories, with Teen. It feels like I'm becoming one with him. This feeling, it's empathy.
何？共感率が急激に。
お兄ちゃん。
I can hear it. It's Christine's voice from those old days.
そんな70、いえ80%。それも止まらない。ありえない。まだ上がるなんてそんなはず。
お兄ちゃん。
I was always with Christine. I always played with her. And I always had so much fun. Stay detached. Huh? What?
下がった。
And all too suddenly, the bond snaps. And the moment I feel that, Teen takes another attack.
お兄ちゃん。またね。
Ugh. And vanishes.
何？今のこけ脅しですか？
That's what I want to know. I soon close my album and race up the stairs. What was that just now? I felt like it was going well. I could feel power surging up in me. I was elated, I can tell that much. I felt nostalgic. And the old me would have let that power exhibit itself and win that fight. So why? Why did it just go away like that? Why is the way I am now?
スディ。
We reach the rooftop, still pursued by the minion. Steve stands at the edge of that roof.
追ってかくれ。 飛び降りてスティ。
I point down, to which she seems to understand me, but she's confused.
大丈夫飛んで。
Dark Cerebrus' appearance made me doubt if the rules I theorized were actually true. But still, the animal sent me flying earlier did teach me that falling doesn't hurt or damage me.
僕も後で行くからスティは待ってて。いつものように。
Did Steve understand what I meant? I anxiously look in her eyes and explain with hand gestures. Jump down, please. At this rate, they'll box us in. I'm not sure how much Steve understands my intent, but as long as I protect this place, she'll be able to escape.
下に通しません。
I stand in the minion's way and open my album. I look at the 4 cards floating out of it. The Playtime with Keystone card has stopped glowing. The words 59 minutes until remanifestation appear over it. It's probably because Teen was defeated. I try touching the card, but nothing happens. It's cold to the touch. That leaves the other 2 cards. I pick up the glowing cards. One says Guardian's End, the other says Gentle Mother. Which should I choose? No. Do I even have to pick one of the 2 to begin with? Can't I use Avataria to send out 2 cards at once? This minion has one of her animals run loose in the area, but she could only use one. It'd make her defenseless while it was away. Would they do that? I think she let one of them patrol freely because she could use multiple avatars at once, in which case...
アバターだ。
I chant and both cards glow.
よかった。出てくれた。
The one to come out of the card titled Guardian's End was a black avatar, and the one to come out of the card titled Gentle Mother was an avatar shaped like a mirror.
2体とも戦って。
I point at the second beast and at Dark Cerebrus, who emerged behind it. I turn my back on them and sprint to the edge of the rooftop. I only need them to stall them for a minute. No, even 30 seconds would do. Once I jump down, I'll just demanifest the avatars before they lose, and... I feel intense pain shoot through my abdomen. Is this the sky? So, the hardness I feel against my back. I was knocked to the floor. I try to get up, but I can't move properly. Apparently, Dark Cerebrus' right hand is pressing my torso against the floor. But why did it attack me? What happened to my avatars? I managed to move my gaze and spot the 2 avatars in between my reddening field of vision. The black avatar is heading in the opposite direction from the enemy. The mirror avatar, by contrast, isn't moving at all.
なんだそれはよ。目障りだな。なあ。そうですね。食らいついて私の子。動いて。お願いだから戦って。
The animal lunges ahead. Dark Cerebrus swings his left hand overhead. But even so, neither of my avatars fight. The animal runs into one, tearing and biting into it. Dark Cerebrus' crane-like warped arms bash into the other, bending it out of shape. In less than 10 seconds, both avatars are covered in red and then disappear.
そんな。なんて弱さだ。愉快だな。もう一匹はどこへ行ったんだ。ここから飛び降りて下に。ああ。逃げられたって。後で。 分かってんだろうな。はい、すみません。とにかく今は追います。待て！
I grab Dark Cerebrus' right hand with both of my hands. It feels soft and flabby, and it's slippery with body fluids. It has the same warmth and body heat as a person, but the stench rising from it is reminiscent of festering skin. It's disgusting. I grab onto it hard, fighting the urge to vomit all the while. It won't budge. And now Dark Cerebus's left hand is closing in on me too. Sharp pain shoots through my right shoulder. I look at it, finding the right side of my clothes is torn, with a large wound over my skin. While I can't see any blood vessels like in real life, a blood-like fluid gushes out, covering my arm in red. Isn't there anything? Some weapon? Any weapon? My eyes wander about, looking for something to fight back with. But there's nothing. All I see is my album. The cards floating in the air, ruthlessly displaying the time until they can re-manifest.
なんでこんなことするんですか。そんなにスティがひどいこと言ったんですか。
That's what puzzles me the most. This person, if I could even call it that, it said, Steve humiliated. But my little sister isn't the kind of person to humiliate people for fun. Even if she did end up hurting someone that way, she knows well enough to apologize.
言うならたくさんある。あのクソ生意気なガキがいや気に入らねえとか気に入らねえとか気に入らねえとか気に入らねえとかな。なんですかそれ。そんなの理由になってな。人間ってのはそういうルールだろう。強いやつに媚び力を得て弱えやつで遊ぶ。そんな風によ。いやわけなんてねえから。いじめは楽しいんだろうがよ。
So, this thing is just going to torment me for no reason? Not to protect his territory, not to gather food to survive, not to become the leader of his pack, just for no reason? No reason except for, if to borrow his words, for fun? I can't begin to fathom this.
理由が欲しいなら作ってやるか。俺様がお前で遊ぶわけは。ああそうだ。あいつの兄だからってことにでもするか。いやいや。
Everything washes over with red. My field of vision narrows, making it hard to see.
レッドアウト。レッドアウトだ。
Red out? Is he talking about the way everything is going red? No good. I can't think properly. My consciousness is turning hazy.
そういや光がねえが。まあいいか。
I'm cold. It's cold. It hurts. I'm scared. I can't breathe. I feel suffocated. My body is trembling. Everything I see is hazy. It feels like everything is slipping away. Gradually, everything goes limp. My right leg, my leg, my torso, my head, left arm, right arm. I can't even budge a finger anymore. And even so, another blow rocks my body. And then I hear a sound. At that moment, I suddenly realize, no, the truth of it is thrust before my eyes. I'm dying. I'm about to die. Fluid as red as blood slips into my eyes, muddying my field of vision and dyeing the world red. And by now, even the pain is fading away. I can't even feel my chest rising and falling with each breath. All sound is growing dim. I can feel the hard ground, the cold feel of the floor. It's like my body is reduced to nothing but a soul. I see something. I know this. This is my past. I was born in Ethion, a village with a population of 30 people or so. At the center of the village, the assembly square, were 2 game devices, with everyone taking turns using them. But everyone but me were allowed to use the game devices, because everyone but me was afflicted with pekitomania.
ねえねえ、何の話？
悪い、後にしてくれや。
ごめんなさいね。少しあっちで待っててくれる？
Everyone else was busy logging in and exchanging information, so I asked them out to play whenever they weren't doing that. But they said no. Whenever they weren't playing, they hunted or worked in the fields. They were occupied with working for a living.
ねえ、追いかけっこしようや。
他のやつとやってくれよ。俺他に約束あるから。
おーい、ログインする時間だぞ。
あ、行く行く。
I envied the other kids. They could all talk to the adults and be part of the fun. Whenever I talked to them, I always saw them remember I never logged in before and then turned speechless around me. It made me sad. When I asked them to play with me, they'd just say logging in was more fun. Hearing that frustrated me. So I decided to eavesdrop on their conversations. I didn't quite understand too much from listening in, but if nothing else, I realized that you fight things inside Archetype Arcadia. So I tried to imagine it. I tried to come up with how I'd fight things when I logged in. It was fun. It felt like I was part of everyone else.
参ったか。やられた。すごいぞレスター。
But still, no one let me get involved. One time I snuck into the assembly square. I thought that if I would just play Archetype Arcadia, I could get along with everyone else and have fun. But I couldn't put the game device on right, and then my mother caught me.
デカトマニアの悪夢を見たの？
I was going to lie, to say that I did, but my mother's face was so sad, so full of sorrow, I couldn't bring myself to.
見てないよ。よかった。
Mother embraced me and gently took the game device out of my hands.
こんなものやらなくていいの。でも僕もみんなと遊びたい。違う。これはね、遊びじゃないの。みんな楽しいって言ってるよ。初めて見るものがいっぱいあるって。そういう面もあるわ。でも危ないこともいっぱいなの。だったらなんでみんなログインするの？過去のまだたくさんの人が生きていた頃の生活を取り戻すためよ。お願いレスト、待っていて。これをただの遊びにできるようにお母さんたちが頑張るから。
Just what's so dangerous about it? What does she mean, go back to the way people used to live in the past? At the time, none of that made sense. But my mother's hands, her voice, her eyes, they were all gentle. So gentle, but her hands, her voice, her eyes were all trembling.
ごめんなさい、レスト。ごめんなさい。
Mother kept apologizing a few more times after that. I really didn't understand what she meant. But it did teach me that trying to log in when I don't have to is a bad thing I shouldn't do. After that, I tried to keep myself from thinking about logging on. Instead, I began considering how everyone else felt. Why did my mother keep logging on, apologizing all the while? Why did one old man call it fun and look so rueful about it at the same time? And when that old man passed away, why didn't anyone answer my questions when I asked why he died? I kept imagining explanations from all of it. I tried to look into mankind's past civilization. I didn't really feel all that drawn to the topic, but I still studied up on it, because everyone was so desperate to go back to those times. Before long, I learned to read people's feelings with ease. People started calling me a good boy who understands how others feel. But in the end, it was all just me basking in other people's feelings. No one shared their sorrows with me. I wasn't part of the group. After that, Christine was born. I wanted to understand Christine too, and convince my concerned parents to let me babysit her. At first, I was perplexed. I no longer had time to play on my own, and sometimes I hated having to take care of her. But as Christine grew up, I stopped feeling that way.
楽しいね。兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。だからごめんって。兄ちゃん。大丈夫。ここにいるよ。
Christine depended on me. She was always with me, following me right behind me. Her smile, her tears, her anger pouts, she showed them all to me, never hiding anything. And more than anything,
じゃあ次は僕がクリスティンを追うからね。ゴー！
she wouldn't complain no matter what we played. She always smiled, showing she had fun. It was such a warm, encouraging feeling. Christine was my first playmate ever.
兄ちゃん、遊ぶ。たくさん遊ぶ。そうだね。
And that's why I, too, wish to play more with Christine. Yes, this is how my past went. And then...
あれクリスティン今なんて言ったの姿もなんか薄くなってない待ってよやだ消えないで
I didn't want to lose her. I lost human civilization. I lost the village. I lost my father and mother. Christine was all I had left. But now she's fading away, too. Her voice, her features, her memories. They're all leaving, my memories. Someone is saying something, but I can't hear them. I can't recognize their features. Who is this? I just died. That's how it feels. So how am I still here? Did I just imagine dying? Or did I come back to life? I blink a few times looking around. It feels like my body's moving. And my wounds are all gone. Nothing hurts. But Dark Cerebus's arm is still pressing down on my stomach, keeping me pinned down.
どうだ聞いたかお前が弱くなる音記憶が壊れる音聞いたよな記憶が壊れる
As I whisper, I look around. And then my breath catches in my throat. The album's cards have changed. The card that said Playtime with Christine is broken, with the words Broken Memory displayed instead. The mirror avatar I manifested earlier was something my mother used to use. The memory cards really do form the avatars based on my memories. In other words, the cards contain a player's memory data. So what happens when they break? Do the memories themselves break? Is that why this girl called Dee, with her album full of broken memories, forgot how to speak? If so, that would mean I just forgot something. What memory did I lose? As I lay immobile, he beats me again, his attack slashing into me. I get wounded all over again. Why does this have to happen to me? Right, come to think of it, what did I even come here for? Why did I do this? Why did I help that girl, Slee, get away? I saw a defenseless girl in danger, so I helped her. That makes sense. That just makes sense. But that can't be the only reason. Just minutes ago I saw this girl as my sister. But I don't have a sister. I don't remember having a sister. To begin with, why did I even log in if I don't need treatment? Huh? Maybe this is it. This is what I'm forgetting. It's possible, but I can't tell for sure. I hold Steve dear. I recall feeling that way just a few minutes ago, but I can't tell where this feeling is coming from. I mean, I just met her for the first time earlier. At least that's how I feel. Right now, in this moment, I can't honestly claim I hold her dear. This is scary. I'm overcome with a vague sense of unease. At this rate, I'll red out again, and then I'll forget something else that's precious to me. I thrash, I struggle, I resist, but to no avail. He keeps slashing, beating, and tormenting me, and once again, he attacks me when everything is washed over with red, and... my wounds are gone again. It broke. What did I lose? I can't tell. I crawl, trying to scramble away, but that only lasts a few seconds. I'm soon caught all over again, and... No more. Stop it. I'm scared. I'm scared. He bashes my shoulder, rips my forehead, crushes my fingers, and rends my legs. The blood gushes out, crimson overflows, and drips away. I don't want this. I don't want to lose anything else. He attacks me again. I open my eyes. The pain and the weight of pressing down on me are gone. I sit up, and then try to stand up. I press my right hand against the floor and use my right leg to... That's strange. I'm lying on the floor again. I look down at my right leg. My right leg is completely red and melting away. I try to say that can't be real, but the only thing that really isn't there is my body. It's completely red and melting away. I look at my legs. Their skin is all gone. Instead, there's only red fluid. There are no bones, because those too have melted into red fluid. I know I'm moving my fingers, but I can't feel them. And second by second, my body drips away. Each drop reflects something. They reflect letters, scenery, faces, voices, information. But those are all reduced to stains smeared over the floor. Another drop falls, splatters, and disappears. I diminish and melt away, drop by drop. My entire leg falls off with a splatter. I hurriedly pick up my fallen leg and press it against my body, trying to reattach it. But it won't stick. My left leg starts to drip away too. I panic and grip it with my hands. Despite melting away, it doesn't hurt, but that gives me no comfort. It only makes it all the scarier. It feels like someone else that isn't moving my body. It feels like someone else that isn't me is moving my body. I reach out my left hand, unsure of who I'm calling for help. He sweeps me away. My left hand comes off with a splatter.
ちょっと待って。
I pick it up immediately with my right hand, but then my right hand falls off too. Without both of my hands, I can't pick myself up.
やだ。こんな。
My eyeballs fall off with a squelching sound. I can't see. My torso melts. My hair, my head, my nose, my mouth, my ears, everything. I disappear bit by bit. No, I don't exist at all already. Drip, 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 drip. I'm melting away. No, I don't want to die. Drip, 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 drip. I don't want to... I look down at my limbs in alarm. They're all there. I'm here. I wave my hands. They move. I touch my body. It's there. I'm really here. Thank goodness. I haven't lost anything.
あなたはゲームオーバーになりましたが、ゲストのため復活しました。戦闘で破壊された記憶カードは修復され、キャラクターが初期位置に戻されました。
Guessed again?
お兄ちゃん。
スティ。
I grasp Siti's hands. She's really here. I can feel her. It's Siti. Thank goodness.
とにかくこの場を離れよ
I pull Siti along as I walk away and open my album. The cards Playtime with Christine, Guardian's End, and Gentle Mother float out of it. Both regain their shine and are ready to deploy their avatars. If the text I saw earlier is to be believed, these 3 memory cards have been repaired. Before they were repaired, when I melted, these 3 cards were broken and reduced to broken memories. Remembering that moment makes my fist clench up. Losing my memories of Stee, of my little sister. At that moment, I was the worst brother in the world. But I lost more than just that. I forgot about Mom and Dad. I even lost my memories of myself. I experienced the game over. That must have been a complete and total defeat. And that defeat was exactly as Dark Cerebus described.
う。ねえスティ。このゲームは記憶カードを壊されるたびに対応した記憶を失う。そうだよね。それで記憶カードが全て壊されたら完全に死ぬってことなのかな。
It felt like I died each time my memory card broke, but so long as I had memory cards remaining, I revived. But without any memory cards left, you stay dead.
それがこのアーキタイプアーカディアなの。父さんも母さんもスティもみんなこんな中でずっと戦ってたの。いや、ごめん。急ごう。
There's no point in saying that now. Siti's memories are entirely broken, because she died in here.
この辺りまで来れば。
This again? They're so persistent.
あなた、なぜ生きてるんですか。さっきダークケルベルス様が殺したと。
ゲストなので。
ゲスト。それ、何ですか。何なんですか。
僕が聞きたいですよ。
I back away, a sardonic smile on my lips. But the enemy closes in on me. The way the animal is moving, it's going to charge me again. I'll have to use team to handle it.
わかりません。わかりませんが、わかります。私はまたダメだったんですね。もう嫌なんです。私は何もできないから。どうせ魅力のない人間だから何やってもダメなんです。何しても怒られて 笑われて失敗続きの脳なしのクズなんです。
急にどうしたんですか？
The minion approaches me, but the way she walks is strange, unsteady, and the animal is acting strange too.
私は今日も頑張れませんでした。昨日も頑張れませんでした。明日も頑張れないでしょう。ずっとこうなんです。弱虫ばかり、間抜けで何もできない空っぽなんです。
何？
The animal's body convulses in accordance to the minion's words. No, it's not convulsing. Its skin is undulating. Some other creature is writhing inside its body. That's what it looks like. It only takes a moment. The animal's body swells up, and just as I see its gaping mouth open, it swallows the minion. After swallowing the minion, it starts wavering where it stands, and as it does, what used to be its skin melts off its body. It pushes its way through the underbrush, crawling as it moves. It's quick. It bites into my left hand and in the space of a moment. It's faster than the animal was, and its fangs are sharp. The slightest movement makes its fangs dig into my arm, leaving deep wounds. I have no idea what just happened. All I know is that this is my enemy, someone hell-bent on taking things away from me. My only recourse is to fight them off. I open the album and pick up a memory card. What now? Something fell between me and the minion. Just as I stare at it with alarmed eyes, my enemy regards it with surprise too. I use this opening to draw away from it. And then I turn my eyes to the figure that fell between us. It's a person, a human, a player.
私はチュラル。二人とも私の後ろに。
Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is Audap. You've been watching our Archetype Arcadia running on PlayStation 5. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.